The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Houston Rockets. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Houston Rockets starting five. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harris and Wagner. And it's Fultz in at point guard. Game 1 of this great season to come. It's just so great, Clark, to be here with you. How excited are you?
No more off-season talk, guys. I mean, finally, we get to play for real. Some games that count. Let's go. Like me on Christmas morning, I am excited.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Harris against Green. Inside. Fultz, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. And there's Green on the assist from Van Vliet.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Here's Banchero. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Wagner outside. Launches it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
Fultz kicks to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Smith. Here's Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Improving as a three-point shooter with every passing day for Banchero. I think it's about shooting the ball with confidence.
Now the pass to Smith. Brooks for 3. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Wagner passes to Harris. A fader. Again, the Magic score.
Can't give Harris any breathing room from the mid-range. He's excellent in that space.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Şengün. He kicks to Green. Banchero against Smith. Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing. Carter pulls it in.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Fultz against Van Vliet. Fultz the pass to Banchero. Wagner on the wing. Fultz looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Green. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. Green's got 6.
Not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but finishes like this from Green, I think, demonstrate how tough he is.
Fultz against Van Vliet. to the inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
As far as first overall picks go, Paolo Banchero definitely arrived with a bang in 2022.
He sure did, Greg. I mean, he's the first rookie since LeBron James to record at least 25 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists in his debut game. And he continues to build on that en route to Rookie of the Year.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Thompson's checked in. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Şengün kicks to Smith. 5 to shoot. Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Free throw drops for Smith. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. For this young Orlando team, last season, GA was a huge step forward.
A 12-win improvement, taking a giant step forward offensively. Their top 5 scorers, all under 25 years old, a very bright future in Orlando.
Anthony against Thompson. Over Anthony. Nice shot by Thompson. .146 left to play here in the first. Carter with a screen on Van Vliet. Passes it to Carter. Anthony against Thompson. Carter with the screen. The wide open look here for Anthony. Misses the 3. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 6. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Now, here's Fultz, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Harris. And it's Suggs in for Fultz. And then for Houston, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Smith. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Anthony finds Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, after a difficult start to his career, Wendell Carter Jr. has come into his own.
You know, some of that, I think, was due to health, Greg, but fit is so important. Fit and alignment. I think he got an increased role after leaving Chicago and proved to be an impactful player on both ends with that additional playing time.
And that one falls for Carter. Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started and the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
And Orlando making a change here. Wagner's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Some people see the Orlando Magic as a team, Clark, with a very high ceiling. How about you?
Lots of potential there. No question about it, Kevin, and plenty of room for growth. The challenge is going to be corralling that and moving it in the right direction. You know, it could take longer than people expect or wanted to, so you got to be patient in this situation.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
And he makes the first. Mo Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And a switch here also for Houston. Tari Eason's checked in for Jock Landale. And so Thompson nails both of them. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Wagner has screen on Green. With the floater. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Sinks the three-pointer.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And here are the Rockets now. It's a 10-point game. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. Oh, Wagner out there with Isaac. And it's Anthony in at the point. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Anthony. Following the basket by Jalen Green. Anthony, the pass to Suggs. To the paint. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post-play. So I do think the game has changed. And not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. This young Magic team is building, and they're anchored by the talent in their front court. Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr., who said, as a team, our potential is through the roof. I think the biggest thing for us is being injury-free. That will give us the best chance to be very special. Kevin?
Special indeed. All right, David Aldridge, thank you. Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Anthony against Thompson. They get it back. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Green. 8 points for him. Over Suggs. Green, no luck.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
Rockets trailed by 11. Green taking his time here. No good on the three.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Suggs kicks to Wagner. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Outside Anthony. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Anthony's got 8 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Thompson outside. Whitmore sends a screen for Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. And Wagner over to help. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he's good on the 3-ball. He has 7.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Paolo Banchero comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Harris is checked in for Wagner. And it's Fulton for Jalen Suggs. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Green. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. Fultz dishes to Anthony. And there it is for him. 10 points for Cole Anthony.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters.
Here's Anthony following the score by Houston. Carter with a screen on Thompson. Here's Anthony, and it's blocked.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Wagner's checked in for Anthony. Porter's checked in for the Rockets. There's 1:26 left here in the second. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets, trailing by 10. Porter looking it over. Banchero against Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Şengün with a screen on Wagner. And Porter, here we go. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Fultz against Van Vliet. Fultz the pass to Wagner. Back to Fultz. Shoots over Van Vliet. It's deflected. Brooks against Banchero. Outside Porter. And the pass to Van Vliet. Now Şengün. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith against Banchero. Carter with a screen on Smith. Banchero off target from outside. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break.
Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Take a look at Orlando. Game 2 of the crib at home. They want to start off the season strong. Got a big diesel.
Shaq, what is this on the road? Whatever. All right, let's focus on the half of play we just saw. It's proving to be an uphill battle for the Houston Rockets.
Their defense is the opposite of disruptive. Listen, in the NBA, everyone's so good. You can't completely shut a team down, but at least make them work for it.
I expect that's what they are discussing at this very moment. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Cole Anthony.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Thompson twins, Amin and Asar, became the first set of twins to become first-round draft picks this summer. Amin said making the NBA has been a whole dream since the 3rd grade. Asar added, I always have someone there to push me and to keep it 100 with me. We're never too high or too low, and we're always just there for each other and want one another to succeed. Kevin?
Oh, man, that's tremendous. David, thanks. And here's Fultz following Jalen Green's 3. Banchero inside, working on Smith. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10" playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passionate, and endless potential offensively.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Green. Fultz against Van Vliet. Fultz the pass to Wagner over Brooks. And it's Wagner missing. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
The Rockets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
The first one falls. Clark, in recent years, Orlando's been one of the league's bigger teams.
Well, you can see clearly, Kevin, that the front office prioritizes length. You don't ever have to really worry about them playing small ball.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 12. Carter with a screen on Smith. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero's got such a smooth game for a guy so big and powerful. Moves extremely well and has deceptive speed, too.
Here's Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit. Orlando leading by 5 to the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
Pass to Şengün. Over Carter. Şengün no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Green against Harris. Shoots from 14. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Banchero passes to Carter. It's deflected. Fultz against Green. Over Fultz. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero kicks to Fultz. Carter with a screen on Van Vliet. Fires from 14. Fultz, no good. Rockets trail by 9. Smith dishes to Green. Smith with a screen on Banchero. Back to Smith, trying to end the drought, sinks the triple.
Love the confident approach by Smith Jr. Looked very decisive there.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And the Rockets hiring of Coach Udoka brought a lot of optimism, it seemed, to the fan base.
Yeah, Houston has had a rough go in recent years. And Udoka took the Celtics to the NBA Finals in his lone season as head coach. They're not expecting that kind of success right away, but they're hopeful he can turn things in the right direction.
4, 3, 2, 1.
For the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter, and Anthony subbed in for Wagner. The Rockets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for Smith. Whitmore comes in for Brooks, and it's Thompson in for Jalen Green. Here's Wagner. Here's Ben Carroll. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And Clark, much like his pops, Cole Anthony has proven to be a skilled ball handler.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Perhaps it runs in the DNA, huh? He definitely has some strong instincts out there, and I know he got a little bit of that from you, Greg. And he does his part to help others find shots when he's not scoring himself.
Now here's Fultz. Pocket 6. Wagner wide open. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Şengün's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Orlando leading by 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony against Thompson. Anthony with it. 10 points for him. From 12 feet out. Here's Fultz. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. We'll see both the Wagners out there. Franz at 3 and Mo on the block. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. And it's Isaac in at the 4. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Rockets trail by 11. Eason, the screen. The drive by Green, and the layup falls.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Now, here's Suggs. Guarded by Green. Inside, here's Isaac. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Magic lead by 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Green. He can't hit that time. Nice defense from Wagner.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. Eason with it. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now here's Anthony. From 15 feet away, and it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets trail by 10. Down low. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Paolo Banchero comes in for Isaac. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Markel Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Green. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now VanVleet, after Paolo Banchero misses from long range. VanVleet kicks to Green. Smith for three. It's hauled in by Harris. Magic leading by 8. Passes it to Fultz. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's the pass to Carter. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. VanVleet outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. VanVleet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brooks against Wagner. Pass to Carter. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Smith with the defensive effort.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. Green inside. Guarded by Harris. Green, no luck. Magic leading by 8. Wagner passes to Banchero. Shot on the way. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Green kicks to Brooks. And another 3 for Houston.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Fultz. Right here. Carter finds Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dishes to Green. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Banchero outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith dishes to Green. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
Banchero passes to Fultz. Banchero with the ball. Picked up by VanVleet. Banchero inside. Şengün's there.
Really good job on the inside.